Hey chickadees, happy Sunday, how you doing? We'll just get going here with this weird arc break. Just getting some notifications out. People pop on in and everything, doing our sound checks. Got my coffee. Remember to let people know you're on. Fire off the baby account too for questions that we have, and to let them know we're live, and I'll let some folks on Discord know as well while we get here. They're trying to get hashtag Star Trek Fleet Command trending, so we all need that. Just firing off those. Letting the greater Star Trek world know. How is everyone doing today? I hope well. To figure out what's going on with this event. And I wouldn't say I have. We were talking about it quite a bit on Twitch yesterday. And there's still some weirdness, so we'll talk about it more as the stream goes on, and further on Twitch probably. We'll see what we see in our Discord servers eventually too. So who knows with that. We'll dig in and kind of get there, but right now just making a few announcements. So letting the alliances know we're on. Got a E4 ready to take out of its dock whenever we want. Well, we can speed it up to finish it, but you guys have been rocking lately, so I appreciate it. Giving that support. And later on, we'll do our transition to Twitch and do some Stream Raiders battles. Other likely shenanigans, to tell you the truth, but getting things so I can hear. I need to play an ad on my. Okay. All right. One last connection here. Drop an announcement to the folks. I'm in a new baby alliance on server 32, and they may not really know where I am, so still getting to know them more. Alright, just pressing some helps for them. Jess, you're seeing my main account. It's easier to get it to flow this way, and So what are you thinking about these events and all that? Notice we got 2 days of faction hunt. So we talked about this yesterday. We have no announcement for maintenance, which would be Tuesday. We talked about if we had a 2-day faction hunt, that would support a Tuesday launch of the Ark. But we're missing the maintenance announcement. Now, given that we have faction hunt on here for 2 days, that I think increases the chances that we'll actually have the Ark launching on Tuesday. But the lack of the maintenance announcement leads to a little bit of questions because they could choose to do some other stuff. So, and we saw that disastrous Parsteel event that everybody saw, and that's kind of how we kicked off the end of the Ark. So they could be trying out some different stuff. There's nothing that says they wouldn't be, but it's a bit of a crapshoot right now. So let's. Running good. Okay, let's go over here and take a few ganders at what we got going on. So in the game, all right. It's just a reminder, like yesterday without Cosmic Cleanup on Saturday, kind of a reminder of just how kind of quiet and sort of empty it can be when we don't have some of the different events that they got going on. Let's see, I do need to spend some of this stuff, and I think we've got a character event, so we'll come to this if we don't forget. We do have a rare and epic pull today. I think I went through this stuff. I did my away team. I'm buying enterprise shards now with the away team credit. So we've got the auger already. The D4 is in the oven, and we'll have the enterprise. Now, do I have any of the resources for those things? I think I have less crystal. I thought I would have more crystal, and thus going for the D4 before the enterprise. But I think I have more gas actually at this point. So I can probably do more with the enterprise at the first one. You know, I mean, again. I knew I was always saving the enterprise for last because I had chosen to go with the Burrell, which I don't regret, but I've been one of those people who definitely wants the enterprise. And most of us do, I think. Most of us Trek fans. I even just like ships that look kind of like the Enterprise. Even the Rialta looks kind of like the Enterprise because it's a disc. So those are more appealing to me, or in Star Trek Online, same kind of thing. Reminder to myself, we got a 2-star ISO territory. I can start farming that. I could always go hunt it, but you know, sometimes it's boring. We got other douchey people out there doing things related to that and other alliances. So in unfriendly jerks, that kind of thing. No, it's part of what we get here. Just collect all this stuff on refine. We get to collect everything. And yeah, we'll collect everything this time. I think I let it stock up a little. Back up. Created a stockpile. Yes. Now I've reached level 10 with the syndicate, which you should check your syndicate chest if you haven't already. So I'm getting more resources, more frequency modulators, which leads to turning them in. Right. We're getting independent credits every time, and now we're going to switch to getting fed credits. Although I need to look, I may want to buy. I had been buying a lot of Klingon credits. I didn't end up having to spend too many shards buying blueprints from the Fed store for the D4. Yay. Between the away teams and the chests, the Armada chests, yielding a lot. Time. slow and steady kind of wins the race type of thing. So let's see. I had my disco out somewhere. I'm really starting, now that I've got the summoning, I'm using the disco summoning quite a bit to just to like nab a node and, you know, in deep, let's not call it deep space, let's call it deeper space. You know, that sort of thing. Let's see. So I was like, oh, I got to bring this home. I'm like, well, I can just jump home. It's already time. Let's get the jumping done. So that's actually, I already jumped home. Now I'm jumping here, and I am going to jump home again. Well, unless I don't need to. So I've got to figure out, usually what, 4 jumps? That's what I do. It's like, jump one more time, jump home. I appreciate them giving us this event, and you know, it's one of those things where if you built up the specialty ship and have the jumping and or the summoning, then you really just don't have to worry about it. It's like a perfect little thing to recharge, and then you got your pulls from the discovery. I mean, it takes forever to get anything good out of that discovery refinery, but at least it's kind of ever flowing if you pace yourself. And that should finish us once it, oops. Okay. Happy Sunday, everybody. So we have Anomalous done, we got some faction hunting. Now this will be, we'll spend some good time doing this. Although I could, hey, speaking of which, I can tier up the D4 at least once, right? That'll help with that. That'll help with the appropriate side. Always like 750 points. That'll get us near done with that, which you know, good. Also, we can get some resources by. It's time for the monthly elite pack. I will also have some stuff, so you know, stuff we can do. But first, let's kind of knock out. Okay, Delon. You gotta go. Do 2 ships. 2 ships, no waiting on the swarm. Get this flying to where we need to. 39s. Somebody had this. Just there. Get our baby Franklin. Baby Franklin only useful on Swarm Sunday once a week, and then whenever we have special swarm events. Is very useful when we have those though. Where are ya? Jean-Luc, you sexy beast. Beverly, you sexy beast. And Kath, you substitute for Talon. Get some vents below decks, not you, everybody else. Alright, and so in this one is going after 32s. Vent. Ship's going out there. Here's the link for them. And we'll get on there. Now, Beverly, Ike, Jean-Luc. Flip this guy out. The moment I'm going to use the same. We know we've got Chen available. Let's go. Yes. Use you and 7. Synergy on the health side. And then, let's see. And usually shows up quickly in the strength section. So they should have given us far more presets for officers, so we can kind of get some of these versions and things like that. Health below. Pretty good. All right. We can see what we can do in here. Wolf. I've generally used, I mean, this officer set is pretty good. I need to level up 5 of 10 to tier 2. And I think she will be a little, well, she'll be better on the board pros, but her captain build is the same. That we're seeing. But everybody's doing well. Like, we don't. You need Beverly for picking. Beverly, if I wanted to hit heavy transports, gonna have to clear out some of these shots, but that's 3 ships crewed and available. Doesn't matter how many docks and ships you have sometimes. I mean, more optimal stuff. Collecting stuff on the baby account. Glad we got the sound stuff that was plaguing me about a month ago. Finally working really well. So it was dust, it's like a star. It's like the Sun Records. Look, it's got a rooster. Imagine that. I hope people will come join me on Twitch as well. We'll be on there later this afternoon. Usually, yeah, there's a little bit more laid back vibe. It's kind of cool. Let's see. Also, a reminder of where we are with our dailies. Okay. Just getting started, so, you know, if I can grab a mine, that would be cool. And then also checking the daily events of what we've got. So the officer recruit is already done. Okay. Ship upgrade event heroic. That's got 4 hours, so it would, since I'm looking at, I might as well, I won't necessarily be spending uncommon. I don't know that I have enough to actually do it, but we'll see. That D4. As well unbox that, right? See what we got going on. But I hope you have your tea or coffee of choice or other beverage, depending on the time of day it is for you. What are you looking forward in the next arc? Are you, you know, yesterday we were far less certain about it coming on Tuesday. Now I'm like, it's probably coming on Tuesday, but the announcement may just be delayed. It could be as simple as that. The announcement is delayed. I'm checking. Fine. I don't know if I have this. So let me see if I have this command over here. I have less commands, far less commands. I don't know if I have the Discord command on this side working. But I'm going to send an invite. Doesn't look like it, but there's a link for you, direct link to my Discord, because that's a nice way to get. As you know, I've got automatic notifications from the Star Trek Fleet Command people, so when there are maintenances coming up or different announcements about compensation and problems with events, it's right there. In the places I find it, and then I know, like yesterday was a Mega Cube event being mega busted. You know, we got some notice. Shout out to Ultimate TJs, who was announcing some of that as well, and then we were able to follow and track that with the news updates. Sometimes a little easier if you don't have to look for it when it's there. I gotta say, try not to fill my cargo up here. So, because you can't really trust people. So, why am I going to Beruin? Because somebody will kill me if I abandon this with anything, so we want to go work this first. That's why. Now, if you float in Beruin, they can hit you just as easily, but they're not necessarily going to be looking for you there. So we'll see. There's not a lot on my cargo hold, but, you know, a jerk is a jerk, so... And remember to press like on this, or if you're watching this later on demand, please like and subscribe. Please do the channel and like the video. Helps with all the algorithm magic. To support the channel here and on Twitch. Yep, and away, breath and beyond. I have continued to hate the placement of that banner. I know they felt like they did some magic when they moved it down, and all they did was block the title of whatever event you win. And that drives me mad more than when it was up higher. And no, like they might have wanted to think about that too. Mrs. Rooster's making some tea. Switch from my coffee to my tea. It's oh, I guess that music ended. Okay. It's a shorter playlist. Anyway, we are constantly sound checking. There can be a lot of worry about the sound check realm of things for me. Okay. For a while, I got lulled into confidence because it was working really well, and then we had a mix-up 30. Alright, so let's let this fly. 35s. Find this again. Go back in. Select lower fly. What I should do is, while that's flying in, I should look at Ursva. Get out, get out, get out. Everyone may be in there. Maybe I can... now, I could have summoned this ship during a part of the event if there happens to be an open node in here. But there's not. Less of an issue. Okay. Well, let's go back to it. We can go jump and try to... Just gotta notice that an away team is done. Pull that out. Alright. Lead expedition. Come on, baby. Be a critical. No! This is... It's such a tease when that one is not a critical. It's really... weird bug that they have. Or freezes up. Let's check the settings again to see if they've messed with things again. It's not affecting the way it runs, but yes, it is on 60. I'm broadcasting at 30, so playing at 60 is, well, I guess it'll affect. I don't need to. I will let you have that and just try to find. Sometimes, although I generally like to work on the outer perimeter for my swarms and some of that stuff with swarming. Sometimes people are ignoring the center stuff, and you can actually get some good stuff. There are spawn points there, so not saying it's like the magic, but sometimes you can kind of rock and roll there. You're killing Fast and Furious. I'm gonna check something. I can't even see it from here, so let's... going. I'm doing this as an interim while the other ship is moving between and flip it to 35s. So. But waiting on this new event to come in. So, what are you waiting for? Tendy and Rutherford? Is that what we're going to see in the lower decks arc? Can we get Ransom or Freeman? Yeah, Tendy and Rutherford, they would make maybe a rare and a uncommon. My opinion. Captain Freeman or maybe Ransom might be a nice epic. And then we're going to see what kind of things we're going to get on the Cerritos. Maybe some Cerritos development. Bunch. But a lot of times, if the arc goes longer, like not the second time, but like the third or fourth time, then we've seen like a development of a mechanic that was introduced at the very beginning. Like we saw that with TNG. We've seen that with the Away Team this week. You know, we've seen just some of the stuff where it just kind of further develops. Cloaking developed, and then we get the dailies and all that. So you know, it's like kind of what I don't know what they call it, an iterative release. You know, multi-stage, something like that. All right, pushing this guy back to bench. Go get some 35s. And we'll check our status on the events because I'm doing it in such a back and forth measure. It becomes a little harder to figure out what's going on. And I need the hull on the Franklin A to last for me to grind enough 35s to finish heroic. Is the idea. And then the baby can finish the non-heroic part, the extra kills on 32s, while getting XP. Gotta love your swarms. Well, you don't gotta. I hated them for the longest time, but then it's a grind to get into. It's a grind that's rewarding, I would say. Many grinds are not. Org probes, less rewarding. Although, of course, there's good stuff there you need in your refinery, but it doesn't help you with the dailies. It doesn't help. I mean, it does help with the events usually, but usually Borg probes are paired with swarm, so I do swarm for the most part, but I need to, you know, do more probes. We're working on it. That's kind of the ongoing project. Have a lot of lively discussion, particularly in Twitch, on that. We've talked about variant crews and trying to maximize our yields and figuring out what the secret to success is, because it's a much more confusing thing. Actually, a lot more confusing than any other crewing. So I will eventually make some video. But I'm kind of doing a lot of research and putting together to try to explain what we're talking about, because people get very confused when I talk. They think I'm saying something I'm not, and they get confused. Like, but it works for me. I was like, yes, it does. It works for you. But what works for you doesn't work for someone else. That's the point, and that's not usual in this game. Usually what works for me works for you if we're doing the same thing. And that is not the case when it comes to Fortnite. Okay, get threat from beyond. That part's shipping away. We're at the 145 points where we get 10 for the kills. 15 kills. 35. Probably aren't going to have a problem with. Kind of dot. Errant clicking. What other games are you guys playing right now? Curious. I just saw that the Dune Spice Wars games come out on Steam. That looks. I mean, I know it's in early access, but the reviews look positive. I just watched the Dune movie a few times, and I read the Dune book for the first time, and was really enjoying it. So kind of appeals. Curious. Here's what kind of games we're going to get into. Sometimes when we have lower activity weekends like this one, where they really, we complain about them not giving us too much, but sometimes they give us, I don't know, it's kind of questionable. Maybe with Faction Hunt today, it'll be just the right sweet spot, because Faction Hunt is a grind that I personally hate, but yesterday was very underwhelming. It does appear that the way they have their Saturdays scheduled, they could certainly afford to give us Cosmic Cleanup every Saturday. And it seems like the only reason not to is just to to screw over the free-to-play people who are grinding out ships. So I want to think about that. Because you could just let it run. We have kind of underwhelming Saturdays when we don't have that on top of the other stuff without an arc and all that. Of course, they'd probably do something like reduce the number of blueprints you get on the ships based on the fact that you now get more cosmic cleanups. That'd be more grind for the same ship. That would be a scope difference. Yeah. That was that one. Not the heroic. Trying to move away from other people and just, you know, be happy. When we go to my happy little kill zone, you go to yours. Whole lot of breeze outside this weekend. I don't know, probably stirring up a little too much pollen and dust. JV, isn't Ransom the first officer of the Cerritos? He is! How you doing, Jerry? Good to see you. He is. I think he should be like an epic officer or something. You know, we've already got an avatar of his floating deranged head. You know, I saw that episode recently and all that. So yeah, I think he'd be a nice one. And of course, Captain Freeman. So, security officer that wants to kill everybody. That's cool too. But right now, Tindy and Rutherford are the ones, you know, they're already in the story, so we should expect to see them, but they'll probably want to release 3. And I just don't, I mean, this is just me saying Tindy and Rutherford, neither of them deserves to be epic. One of them could be like rare, and the other one could be uncommon. Would be a nice mix, and then give us an epic from one of those other people. And then, of course, I expect a 3rd arc, so Captain Freeman and Ransom are maybe my picks, unless we have Captain Freeman, Ransom, and then possibly Captain Animated Riker, which would warm the cockles of my heart. He's in there, so possible. Alright, Khan is there, so the threat from beyond heroic is done. Now, move that part and then just switch over to the ship for the finish. How you doing today, Javank? Well, I hope, and happy Sunday. Do you have to work on the weekends? You're usually able to hang out, but I don't know if that's because you're like working and on the road or something. Alright. Back in the swing. How many of these guys do we have to kill? 21, it sounds like. Easy peasy. Knock him out, Bob will be your uncle. These. Morning to you as well, Drunk. Bring those lovelies over. Seems quiet in chat on the Alliance side. I know I said I was live, and people weren't really talking too much, but I don't know. Sort of a pretty day. It's just too breezy out here in NorCal right now, where the breeze is stirring up a lot of the dust and the pollen and stuff. Aggravating. Mrs. Rooster's going on a little picnic. A little cosplay, historical cosplay picnic. Some of her friends. But while she's doing that, she is making some kind of gingerbread cake things. Cakes or cookies or something, which they'll be good. So I bet I will get to steal some for the hen house. We'll take them all to the picnic. That is the hope. Finally recovering. Yesterday I was pretty ill and moving very slow all day. Felt absolutely horrid for quite some time. Didn't sleep well, but when I got up, I felt a lot like maybe I was rounding the corner on that. So. Are you still knocking away on Marvel Strike Force? We had our war. I did a good bit of contributing to it. I got live. I think I've got a Google Play available to me that I can cash in if I carefully go to the right BlueStacks instance that has my Star Trek Fleet Command. Cash it in for that. I've never gotten that one because it actually costs too much. Excuse me. And I doubt it's anywhere near as good as the basic store, but never quite know. Dig around and log into something at some point. Oops. Five points over here. Hey Roshane, any scheduled maintenance? No, there's not, but, so that's the weird thing, right? So no scheduled maintenance, and I'm just double checking that there hasn't been an announcement. No scheduled maintenance, however, we have a 2-day faction hunt. So if they wanted to release on Tuesday, a 2-day faction hunt is what we would expect them to do. However, they're not putting out the scheduled maintenance, which, as you heard people talking about, they were used to it coming out Saturday or Sunday. So to me it looks a little more like it's coming, but there's something wrong with the communication pattern. So it's not squared away, in my opinion. It's set up to be a little more possible for Tuesday. If we had seen like Apex Rogue or something that lasts 3 days or whatever, I think this is a 2-day faction hunt, which is, they've definitely shown that they'll use faction hunt for 1, 2, or 12 days in order to kind of make things fit for their purposes. They love to give us that crap. So yeah, it is a mixed signal. It is actually, but and so I don't exactly know what they're doing here. I'm thinking we're gonna get it. I mean, the truth is, you know, it would be nice if we knew, but they love it. These games do love it when you don't know, because then sometimes you make purchases or you spend resources that if you had known what was happening, you would have saved and been able to spend them when they mattered the most. Because if you spend out, just like that Parsteel event, if you spend out your Parsteel and then later need it, you'll be more inclined to possibly buy a pack that gives it or do something like that. So it just makes you have to, or you spend more time in the game, which is super important in mobile games. You know, the time you spend, part of how they sell things. Divvy's doing good. Pack-led officers. People were working overtime to keep up on the weekends, but we moved on Friday and can't work. IT setup. Oh, so you get to not work, I think you're saying. So you typically work overtime. When you're working on overtime, I think you're able to kind of, sounds like you have a job where you can at least play the streams in the background and chat and stuff. I mean, mini work. I know when I'm not in meetings, I can play Twitch stream or talk radio or something, have it in the background. And I usually do or music. But I think we just won. Yeah, we could get pack-led officers. I'm not upgrading my treasury until we see if there's another treasury event. I'm also don't upgrade the Cerritos until whatever Cerritos event is coming in the next arc. So maybe treasury, definitely Cerritos. I think we're done with this. We are. Go home. We can get these officers out and about. Out and about, as they say in Canada. Yeah, what exactly we're gonna get, I don't know. So you sit over here. I need to grab a cup of tea, so I'm gonna step away for a second, give you Terror Stream. Not as exciting on YouTube, but imagine it's as exciting on YouTube. So I'll be right back with some tea. I'm back. Maybe you think you were on a 5-minute delay because you paused. I was back at his rooster was watching me in on another room, and I was like, why am I seeing myself while I'm getting my tea in the kitchen and everything? And I'm like, I don't know what she's on delay, so there might, I don't know what, there may have been a little too easy to get to a delay or something. So seems like it. So anyway, little faction hunt grinding here. Oh, hey Bobby G, how you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in house. Sunday morning YouTube stream. Hope you like the video to help the algorithm, and subscribe if you haven't already. More videos to come. Definitely videos coming about the next arc as we get the arc out. Oh, that's what's going on. I was on the wrong. You're doing fine, good. Roy-Shane, closing in on your first Klingon lock. Congrats, Roy-Shane, that's a big deal. For sure. Why in the holy F can I not target people and get the buttons to work? What the hell? Thanks for coming to visit over here. I know that there are options today, so and eventually we're gonna go over to Twitch. I've got the I think we're gonna unbox the D4 today. We'll do it on Twitch. Unbox the D4. Because I can tier it up with common. I probably have common crystal. I don't know that I have any uncommon crystal. But we'll see if there's probably a pack to buy, things like that. So I might get some stuff from that. And that'll help with Klingon part of Faction Hunt. Plus we need to do some streamers. Still pushing to get our streamer affiliate status over there. See if we can get a good run over here though. But yeah, it seemed like, I don't know if there was a little blip or something and people were able to get to a little bit of a delay, so it was a little harder for the chatting going on. A lot of people were experiencing that. Lost that we're no longer up to speed with the live. There's already a delay built in with YouTube on the stream, so I have it on, I think, low latency. So let's see if we can get it. I have even less latency when I'm on Twitch, so it's a little easier for us back and forth. You know that, so which is always enjoyable. You gonna beat me? It is a faster ship. Let's go to the 40 over there. No reason being near a faster class of ship. You're trying to win some of these races. Swarm Sunday taken care of. Faction hunt commences. Once we can free up these other two grinders, do some stuff. we'll take this. Get the double 40. It's not a drink. Mouse, your Mrs. Rooster. Moving around, probably getting ready. I think she has to go to her picnic soon. She came in and opened the window for me. I was like, yes, thank you. It was too cold earlier. Now I'm like, I've been drinking a lot of coffee and tea. Now the breeze feels. For me, at my faction levels, 39s and 40s will give me my points for my highest end faction grind. Keep it that way. Got another sound check on this. Take that music down a notch for you. I had to turn it up because you could barely hear it earlier. So. Need to dig into some additional controls for this software so I can control the music a little more easily. It was like old school streamer control. Music down just a little further, so if the music was too loud, let me know. What I do with my Borg Wolfront? I haven't spent it yet. That's I need to. Thank you, we're saying. I need to be reminded to spend it. I was sitting on it. We were talking a lot. I was trying. This event is not, Mega Cube's not fully understood. I think even a lot of regular players in my alliance, they didn't fully understand how the whole Mega Cube thing worked. So the idea that you buy those 10 Mega Cube directives and you run one, even if you lose it, and you get your points back. So it gives, if you get your alliance hopping on that, that would have helped a lot actually with our alliance. But it really showed the cracks in the alliance armada running abilities, coordination stuff, which is unfortunate. Sorry, I know I was pretty hot about some of it, one thing in particular yesterday, but usually. Hey Nunya, how you doing? So welcome on in. Oh, doing faction hunt, Swarm Sunday stuff. Go this way. Mega Cube stinks. Give us cosmic. Yeah, I was talking about it a little earlier. I'm like, well, I was saying they really ought to. They can give us Mega Cube, but they should probably give us Cosmic Cleanup every Saturday anyway. Skipped it this time because only one person has max, so I figured we'll catch it next time. Promotion. Well, I mean, you can do the level 25 cubes if you have people for that. They don't even take max Vidars. They were pretty easy. The Mega Cube though is you go in and lose. The whole point was you get a lot of points for losing on the Mega Cube, and like you can get half of the event done by simply using the resource. Using the Mega Cube directives, which are when the event is functioning. If you use it once, you automatically are refunded exactly what you spent. So it's free, and you get half of the points for losing. All you gotta do is blow your ship up. So that's not bad. Now we were able to coordinate and actually win several of those Mega Cube battles, which was cool. But so that's even more points. But that's right. There's some nuance to that Mega Cube activity, and people weren't understanding all of that. So maybe I'll make a video. Better put it in the list. So Elizabeth starting the loop figure will wait. Yeah, well, you'll get there. I mean, it's not like you got to do everything, especially when you're growing. The alliances are supposed to grow, you know, and they're supposed to grow into things and all that. And a lot of the events, the coordinated alliance events, are actually the parts that it probably takes the most to get everybody in and figure out who's buying in, who can follow directions to work on stuff. I know we had a problem with that when I used to run an alliance. We had people who had been there forever, so you weren't, you know, but they were just like they refused to get with the program. So they were kind of douches, but sometimes you get stuck with some of those. So just kind of like do this to help everyone versus to be smug and an ass, you know, while helping no one, including yourself. So some people gotta be an ass all the time, it seems. So, all right, where are we with this? Boom! That guy was gonna beat me to that. All right, let's look at faction hunt. Oh, okay, we are. That's right, I need 1,090, and I didn't used to need that. Ouch. Oh, but now that I'm in here at this level, now that I've completed the 39, it's hit 38s, 40s, all low. I can hit whatever. Yep. What I can do is just sit here and just hit everything. Pops. But that's where we are. Trying to check out my war. War and Marvel Strike Force to see if we did enough there. 7 shards from 6 of 11 and 6 shards from 10 of 11, but they're in Ultra now, so I'm wondering if I should get something else. Does the event run enough to make this 15 skin shards worth it? The event does not run enough, but you do want the skin. But 6 and 10 are very important officers too. So as is 5 and 3, maybe 2. I mean, there's a lot of good ones in there. Most of the Borg officers are actually pretty good. They're better than most other officers, it seems. But the skin is something like I'm still chipping away at the skin. I'm just looking, there's a need to do help a little battle here with this Marvel side. Get my 5 to tier 2 thanks to oh, congrats. I don't have my 5 to a tier 2 at all. I said I wouldn't have been able to get 10 mega spending all my rewards on it. Yeah, you do. It's important to get that one and then do that, you know. That's kind of important, so in my opinion. Maybe a lot of the other, yeah, I bet a lot of people are, most, you know, probably. it's one of those where you kind of need it. You know, we need Megacube to come up with some regularity more than it comes up, so that we can get the stuff and kind of chip away at it. So it makes it harder, especially that, you know, that skin. But notice, I'm pretty sure they don't sell the skin, which would have been, you know, and that would have been okay. So, because I'd probably buy the skin if it was, I don't know, $50, something, because it's just less hassle. And then I wouldn't have to worry. I could do other things. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I was surprised that the leaderboard didn't have skin shards, because it has had skin shards in the past, right? I'm not confusing that with the Stella, I don't think. But I was like, why does it not? I'm just trying to make sure that I put my alliance here in this war. I did a little bit of battling with teams here while we try to. All right. So. Hate SLB for skins, always get ranked out due to sleep or work. Yeah, no, that definitely happens. But if you can chip away and just, even if, my goal is usually like to place in the bottom tier or the next better, and you know, if you can do that repeatedly, then it's usually not as much of a push. It's not as hard to place in those areas, but of course it means you need to do it over, like, you know, 4, 6, 7 rounds of this thing. So it depends on the frequency that it's offered. And so a lot of times I don't shoot for the top one. If I didn't mind how much I spent, or how much time I spent, I wouldn't mind pushing for number 1. But sometimes I'm pushing for like top 3, and that's when I'm really pushing for my level of play, you know. But everybody's going to vary a little bit on that. So a lot of times I'm just like, well, I want to hit top 10. I don't want to be below that, so I'm willing to like do what I can to try to make that happen. Anyway, guys, I've got the Twitch out there. I'm going to we're gonna wrap this up and near seamlessly flip over to Twitch, so we can do some stream raiders and all that as well. So I look forward to y'all hanging out with me over there. I hope to see each of you over there and more. People will be kind of ready and waiting on there, so as well. So we'll do that. We got plenty of faction hunt going on and more discussion to go, but then we can have more shenanigans and sound alerts and things we don't have to worry about over here, and all that. So I'm going to kick off here. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't here on YouTube, and more videos to come this week and the future for sure. So anyway, I'll be over on Twitch momentarily, probably 3 minutes. I don't even need to go to the bathroom in between, so I'm just going to fire them up and get it going once I do a sound check, hopefully, if I remember. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Y'all take care. CockADoodle do.